On the news this evening, fear lingers in Bunu community as residents demand compensation after NAF airstrike. Police arrest car snatcher with 7 master keys in Rivers State. President Tinubu approves 2 billion naira for flood victims in Niger State. INEC publishes final list of candidates for Anambra governorship election. On the foreign scene, Iran dismisses U.S. nuclear proposal, vows to keep enriching uranium. I'm Sam Chinedu, and the news continues after the break. Welcome back. 2 weeks after an air raid by the Nigerian Air Force at a palm oil mill in Bunu community, Thai local government area, residents say they are still living in fear. The incident reportedly left several people injured and damaged properties, including processing equipment. Correspondent Emeka Otuka visited the site and reports that some women were seen sorting palm fruits in the open as the roofs of their makeshift structures remained riddled with bullet holes. Although palm oil processing is yet to resume, some of the victims who spoke to our correspondents shared their ordeal.
I was here on that Wednesday morning. I went to mill oil that very day. So around 9 o'clock, we saw a plane roving all around. So we were thinking that they were coming to inspect something. So as we were here, the plane was passing. After a short time, the plane now started shooting everywhere. So we ran. Many of us, we were injured. I managed to survive that very day. My phone got lost in the bush. They came about 3 times to bomb. All my oil, the one we have milled, they destroy all. Even
Air Force and the River State government to compensate them. They say they need support to repair damaged machines and return to business, describing the mill as their only source of livelihood.
The damage was too much. They even damaged the engine, so there is no way we can resume work. Since we have a lot of damage, we want the state government to come and compensate us. They should come to our aid. This is the only source of our surviving. So without oil, without milling oil, we cannot eat. Because some of us, we cannot take our children to school again.
All the equipment, they all scatter. The banga where they inside fire, they scatter lab. The one where they break, where they crack cannon, they scatter everything there. We make government come and settle me with my 10 rubbers of oil.
Also speaking, Deputy Paramount Ruler of Barakara Bunu community, Asepia David, said there are no illegal bunkering activities in the area to warrant a recent air raid by the Nigeria Air Force. David called on the authorities to compensate the victims.
They were at their oil palm mill, processing their oil palm. Surprisingly, this plane came and make several shots of gun at the site. Many people were injured. Some people ran into the bush. There were a lot of damages here and there all over the site. It was a shock to the community because no reasons why such people that are looking oil vandalism or whatever should come this way, because there is not oil well here. Nobody can do any art of this bunkering around this area. We are worried about that art, and we really want the government to come in and do something.
Meanwhile, the head of the Model Primary Health Care Center in Bunu, Joseph Ntoba, who said he attended to some of the victims of the air raid, is appealing to the River State government to supply drugs to health centers across the state. Ntoba said that some of the victims had to be referred to other facilities because there were no drugs available for treatment.
Okay, actually, there was some casualties that patients were brought here. Some of them I took care of them here. Others I referred to General Hospital Bori. I took care of those that I can handle. But the problem here is that there is no drug. There is no drug in these facilities as large as this community is. And this is the only facility that is taking care of this area. So I will have appealed to government to see how they can help me out to bring drugs. I took care of them based on what I have on ground as a day.
The River State Police Command says its operatives attached to the anti-cultism unit have arrested a car snatcher, recovered stolen vehicle and master keys. Spokesperson of the command, SP Grace Iringekoko, said the suspect identified as Felix Clark was arrested during a routine patrol along Abacha Road in GRA while riding a bicycle, and upon conducting a search on him, 7 master keys were recovered. SP Iringekoko said the suspect was immediately taken to the station for further questioning. She said during interrogation, a red Hyundai Sonata, earlier stolen, was recovered from his residence. She also said that the suspect has made useful statements and has named other members of his gang operating in Delta, Edo, and Lagos states. An investigation is ongoing to arrest other members of the gang. The River State Command of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps says it has arrested over 60 suspects for various criminal activities and secured 30 convictions between September 2024 and May 2025. Deputy Commandant of the NSCDC in River State, Dr. Lesor Ruben, in an interview with correspondent Emeka Otuka, said the arrests are part of the command's sustained efforts in the fight against illegal oil bunkering and other crimes against the state. Ruben added that some of the suspects are still being prosecuted in court. He, however, assured that the command will not relent in its efforts to protect critical government infrastructure across the state.
Since we assumed in September last year, we have made a lot of arrests. And as I speak now, I can tell you that we have made over 60 arrests and we have secured over 30-something convictions. We have a lot of them undergoing investigation and some are still in the courts. So we are not relenting to ensuring that critical infrastructure of governments are being protected. We are not talking about only oil pipeline here now. We protect both the NEPA cable and other national infrastructures and that set of governments. We have special teams, we have tactical teams, we have proactive teams, and we have intelligence unit and operation, all the rest of them. All these have been deployed.
The NSCDC Deputy Commandant also warned youths in the state to stay away from actions that could jeopardize their future.
So the youth, in as much as you are healthy and strong, there is a future for you youth. Stop putting your hands in the thing that is not going to benefit to your life and that of your family. A lot of people have died as a result of the pool fire. A lot of them are going to explosion and they are in the grave right now. Find a way to do things that are legal that will help you. The issue of breaking pipelines, doing things that are nefarious, affecting the economic of the country or that of the state, is not good for you youth. Do the real thing, do things that will benefit you and your family, and I believe by so doing, Rome was not built in a day.
President Bola Tinubu has approved the immediate release of 2 billion naira for the reconstruction of all houses affected by the flood in Mokwa, Niger State. Vice President Kashim Shettima said this during a visit to Mokwa following the devastating flood that destroyed lives and property and left hundreds displaced. The Vice President also said the President authorized the immediate release of 20 trucks of rice to be delivered to the victims. He said the President has also directed that the affected bridges in the area be repaired immediately. In the meantime, the Niger State government says 1,354 people were directly affected by the flood disaster in Mokwa, Niger State. The special advisor to the governor on special duties, Murtala Bagana, made this known today. He said 4,534 individuals were displaced from their homes, with 458 households impacted. He also said 265 buildings were destroyed and severely damaged. 2 major roads were affected and 5 key bridges collapsed, including the vital Goodwill Bridge along Mokwa-Jaba Road. In other news, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oloyede, has paid a visit to the Benue State Governor, Hyacinth Alia, as part of efforts to address the insecurity in the state. In a post on X, the governor said Oloyede and the top military leadership visited to restore peace following the incessant killings of the people by armed herders, militia, and other violent groups. Still to come, INEC publishes final list of candidates for Anambra governorship election. Stay tuned.
Oh, bien.
Welcome back. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has released the final list of candidates for the 2025 Anambra State governorship election and announced the official start of election campaigns. A statement by the National Commissioner and Chairman of the Information and Voter Education Committee, Sam Olumeku, said the list followed the conclusion of candidate substitution processes and the verification of personal particulars submitted by political parties. INEC noted that 16 political parties met the submission deadline of May 12, 2025 and are set to participate in the November 8th election. The Federal High Court in Abuja has been urged to restrain the 2007 presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, Patrick Utomi, from further making public comments or engaging in rallies. This is in relation to the subject of a suit pending against him over his announced plan to establish a shadow government in the country. The request is contained in a fresh application filed before the court today by the Department of State Security Service, DSS, following reports that Utomi, who is said to be abroad, has planned to engage in protests, roadshows, media interviews, and related activities upon his return to the country on June 6. The DSS said Utomi's proposed rallies, roadshows, and actions constitute a serious threat to the public order, safety, and national unity of Nigeria. Some civil servants at the River State Secretariat complex say the continuous power outage in the area is affecting productivity and work efficiency. Speaking in an interview with our correspondent, the civil servants shared how they climb with torchlights the staircase of the podium block that houses up to 15 floors due to non-functional lifts. They urged the State Sole Administrator, retired Vice Admiral Ibokata Ibas, to urgently fix the power generating sets and restore lift operation.
Most persons, the office is in 10th floor. You don't expect them to keep doing that exercise every day. Some persons might come twice a week or even once a week.
It's not easy to climb the 10th floor, but God is helping us. We have to do our job. I would like the government to replace the lift because they are old.
This lift, no lights, thing that affect all of us with there. We have generator, they need a work. They are not making use of the generator. So we need all those kinds. If the solar administrator will help us.
Make our solar administrator look into this matter of this light issue in the Secretariat complex, because easy for we mothers to climb up and come down. The generator will get here, you need a walk. Would they beg and make him try buy new generator for us? Let the lift be working.
To health matters, many pregnant women and nursing mothers turned out at state government primary health centers across River State to benefit from the free healthcare services offered during Nigeria's Maternal, Newborn and Child Health Week. As you may know, the Maternal, Newborn and Child Health Week, which began on Monday, focuses on providing free health services and education to women, newborns, and children. Speaking to correspondent Martha Okere, who visited some health centers in Obiakpo and Port Harcourt City local government areas, pregnant women spoke of their journey and accessing healthcare services. One expectant mother called on the government to expand infrastructure at the centers to serve the growing number of pregnant women and nursing mothers.
It have not even reached my turn, but we are feeling good. Everything, the service is okay. They are attending us very well. In fact, I like the health center. If I put to bed, take care of my baby too, that's all. Antenatal care, health talk, their immunization like tetanus toxoid and their nutrition drugs. They are taking care of us and they are educating us too to what to do and what not to do. They are trying.
It's not really something that you can buy with money. It's a gift from God, so I feel blessed and honored to be among the women here. They actually take care of us well, they educate us, and most of the things here are free. You know, the number of women here are more. So if they can do something about extending the facility to create more room or space for women.
There are so many people are looking for this pregnancy, but they can't have the opportunity to have it. But God see me through, so I'm very happy today.
On the international scene, Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has criticized the U.S. proposal for a new nuclear agreement, reiterating that it will not stop enriching uranium. Iranian negotiators are set to respond in the coming days to what the White House called a detailed and acceptable plan, presented at talks last Saturday. U.S. report says it proposes that Iran halts all production of enriched uranium, which can be used to make reactor fuel but also nuclear weapons, and instead rely on a regional consortium for supplies. On the news this evening, you heard fear has lingered in Bunu community as residents demand compensation after NAF airstrike. Police have arrested a car snatcher with master keys in River State. President Tinubu has approved 2 billion naira for flood victims in Niger State. INEC has published the final list of candidates for Anambra governorship election. And on the foreign scene, Iran has dismissed U.S. nuclear proposal and has vowed to keep enriching uranium. The news was edited by Martha Okere. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I'm Sam Chinedu. Thanks for listening.